can't get to this place in 2 months. And some people get up right away.
Y algunas personas lo logran rápidamente.
Do you feel this tight behind the leg?
¿Sientes tensión detrás de la pierna? ¿Estás bien?
So I'm just going to go a little bit further, and gently, as I push down on the toe, he's going to start feeling the stretch.
Bajando un poquito del pie y va a sentir el estiramiento.
So technique 1 in stretching is called static, holding it in one
Es
place.
estática.
Technique 2 is called dynamic, where you make small changes. And each time I'm trying to go a little bit further, and I'm watching his shoulders. His shoulders, why? Because if he's concerned that I'm going to hurt him, he's going to start tightening his whole body up. And I see him very relaxed. And now I'm going to go a little bit further. Make sure his leg is straight. And now push the toe down. Now I'm going to tell you that you're going to feel the stretch change. It's going to come on the outside of the leg. The reason I tell him that I think I build trust when I tell him what's going to happen before it happens. Let's rotate your leg. Do you feel that stretch move to the outside and right up the leg?
En los tendones de la corva.
Small dynamic movement.
Es poquito dinámico, lento y dinámico.
Bigger dynamic
Un poco
movement.
más. Abre la mano un poco más.
Now I'm going to let his leg go to the outside.
Baja la pierna hacia afuera.
Now I'm working with a man, but if I had a woman here, I would say the same thing. Every time I put my hand someplace, I want them to know where it is. Because if I put my hand here without telling him, that might make him uncomfortable. But if I say, may I touch your leg? They always say yes, so that now I can say, do you feel this right here?
Yeah.
Of course I know he feels it right here because I'm sticking his leg 2 feet out the side. But it's a way for me to help him start to feel a little bit more about his body. And each time I go a little bit further. One finger, hold down, hold it there. Static, dynamic. Each time trying to go a little bit further.
Cada vez tratando de lograr un poquito más de extensión.
Small dynamic leading up to big
Es
dynamic.
poquito en dinámica y luego incrementando la dinámica.
Give him just a break for a moment.
Lo voy a dejar descansar un poquito.
Now remember when Jim was talking about the Golgi tendon organ.
Ahora recordemos el tendón Golgi.
That is protecting him from me. Because if I take this leg and throw it back there, for sure I can tear the muscle and make him touch his toes. But the Golgi tendon organ is there to protect. But we've literally taught the Golgi tendon organ everything is going to be calm. So when I stretch him, he's going to be fine. So it's not resisting; it's releasing. Gently push me away with this leg. Push me. So the next technique is where you use resistance. Push.
Y ahí la siguiente técnica es resistencia. Empújame.
So PNF is where you're having resistance, and there's 2 different ways of PNF. Push. Come on.
Así que empújame.
Más.
Y eso es resistencia.
More. Push. You may notice I'm moving backwards, so it is not a restrictive exercise. Or I can say push,
Y ahora puedo decir empuja.
push,
Empuja.
push, and I try to resist. Both
Y yo
will
trato
work
de
just fine.
resistir y los dos funcionan bien.
Start the same.
Y ahora vamos a empezar la otra pierna.
Find a place.
Encuentras
Find a place where I find it
abajo de la
sticking,
rodilla,
and then I'm just going to reach a little bit
y voy
further,
a ir buscando el alejar la pierna.
30 to 40
30,
seconds.
40 segundos.
If you want to do it for a minute,
Si
fine.
quieres hacer un minuto,
You
también
can
está
have a
bien.
really nice conversation with him.
Puedes conversar con él.
You can talk the contemplation stage.
Puedes
You might be
hablarle
contemplating
el estado de
doing another
contemplación,
activity,
hacer otra
and you're
actividad,
showing that you know what's going on.
y muestra lo que estás haciendo.
Each time trying to do it the same way so that he can learn how to do it, because you're more valuable when you teach people how to do things rather than doing them for them.
Más que hacerlo por ellos.
Straight up. Use my body.
Utilizo mi cuerpo.
Try to get the leg as vertical as
Me
possible.
acerco más
Now,
a la
if
pierna
you
para
notice, he
tratar de
lifted his
hacerlo
hip
lo más
up off the
vertical
ground.
posible.
So we're gently just going to say, let's
Y él
get
se
this back
levanta un
down.
poquito y entonces
Okay, do you
presionamos
feel the
para que
stretch?
regrese la parte que se
It's
levanta al
much
piso.
bigger stretch, isn't it?
Y ahora
Don't, if you're
se
hurting,
estira
don't
más.
worry, I'm okay. I knew you were
Si te estás
concerned, I'm
lastimando, no
doing
te
just
preocupes
fine.
porque yo estoy bien.
One finger,
El dedo
push
presiona
down.
hacia
Now
abajo.
sometimes people do this, they go, I'll try to
Algunas
stretch, but you
personas
really don't
tratan de
get the
hacer
same.
eso. Pero
You do this.
cuando te apoyas en tu
I want
cuerpo,
to hold this
es mucho
position.
mejor. Presiona,
Static,
estático,
small dynamic to start,
dinámica pequeña, corta,
larger dynamic,
y ahora ves la dinámica.
and as he's releasing, as he's getting
Mientras
better,
suelta,
I'm just moving my knees forward just to here so I can
yo
help him.
solamente muevo mis rodillas un poquito para lograr
I'm going to do
efecto.
the same thing I did before.
Y voy a
You're
hacer
going
lo
to feel the
mismo
stretch
que
on
hice
the
antes.
outside
Vas a
of the leg.
vas a
We're going to
sentir el
rotate in
estiramiento de afuera
and try to stretch a little
hacia
bit more.
abajo y tratar de estirar.
Static,
Estático,
dynamic,
dinámico, y corto,
leg out to the side.
y estiro la pierna
So-
hacia un lado.
The last time, I touched and showed you how tight the muscle was. Please take your hand,
Demostré
and
que
I
el
want you
músculo
to
estaba
feel
súper
how
estirado.
tight it is right
Ahora
here.
toca cómo se siente ahorita.
Okay? It's
De
really
tenso.
silly because for everybody,
Es un poco
they're going to feel
tonto
that.
esto, porque todo el mundo lo hace.
Most of our clients have never touched their body to know what's
Muchos de los
tight and what's
clientes
not tight.
nunca se han tocado
So
para saber
now
si está
you're
tenso o
helping
no.
introduce a little bit of how they can be in control of their own life.
Ahora les estás enseñando cómo pueden tener un poco de
You're
control sobre su
distracting,
cuerpo.
that's a good point.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, well, you can feel the stretch.
Y ahora siento cómo se
Back up.
estira.
And bend. But can I borrow somebody's jacket or towel or sweater? I just need one
Un
person.
suéter, una chamarra.
Thank you. Now, please think of this as a towel.
Por favor, piensen que es una toalla.
The next stretch that we do,
El
I
siguiente
use a
estiramiento
towel
que
not
hago,
because it's
uso una toalla.
physically necessary,
No porque es
but it's
físicamente
psychologically
Pero
necessary.
es psicológicamente
So,
necesario.
any towel at all, or any
Cualquier
piece of
toalla.
material, I just lay across like this.
La pongo en medio.
The reason is I'm going to be
Es
taking
porque
one
voy
leg
a
and put it on my
tomar
hip,
una
and the other
pierna
leg.
y la otra pierna.
And you can imagine if you're in the middle of a gymnasium and you have somebody lying on the ground in this position, that towel all of a sudden becomes a
Creo que
very
no
big
tengo que
barrier.
traducir eso.
So he can be comfortable, but also I can be comfortable.
Los dos estamos cómodos.
And if I'm working with a woman, I want her to be comfortable in this position and the towel being around. You can also see that my body is away from his hips
Está alejado de su
when his leg was straight up and down right next to me. But I also want to keep some distance because I know that if I make them uncomfortable,
Porque si los
they don't
hago
come back.
sentir incómodos, no regresan.
Legs are locked in my hips, fingers are on the knees, and I just move forward.
Y me muevo
and back.
hacia adelante.
And each time I'm going to put a little bit more tension on the knees.
Voy a ejercer un poquito más tensión en sus rodillas.
And now I'm going to start going more forward, a little bit more
Más
tension.
hacia adelante,
And here we go for the
más
stretch.
tensión, más
Static.
estiramiento, estático,
James.
Ya sabemos que iba a pasar el examen, ¿verdad?
Dynamic.
dinámico, en corto,
And last stretch.
y en la última parte,
Thank you.
el estiramiento. Gracias.
Cross one leg over.
Cruzando la pierna, un lado,
And as I push forward, I remind them that they're going to feel it in the buttocks. And almost everyone goes,
digo que van a sentirlo
"Oh
en el
my
trasero
God."
y todo el mundo dice,
You feel the
"Ah".
stretch?
Dice, ¿lo sientes?
And this is a good opportunity to say,
Es una buena
this
oportunidad
muscle
para
group
decir,
is so huge
este
that you need to do
grupo muscular
3
es
different
tan-
stretches.
tan
First,
fuerte,
outside,
tan grande que tienes que hacer 3 tipos de
Middle.
estiramiento.
and you should feel the stretch change.
Ahora viene el siguiente.
And then the third, I ask their
El
help.
tercero,
Take
les
your
pido que me
hand,
ayuden
put it on your knee,
en la
take
rodilla.
that knee and touch that shoulder.
Toma tu
And you feel the
rodilla
stretch
y
in the
toca
hamstrings.
el hombro.
So right now, I know I
Sientes el
won the bet.
estiramiento. Y ahora ya
Now
sé que
I,
gané
now
la
I
apuesta.
know that he's flexible enough that if we stop
Ahora
right
sé que
this
si
minute,
está flexible y paramos en este
he's
momento,
touching his toes.
ahora se va a tocar los dedos de los pies.
Now let's do the other one.
Ahora vamos a hacer el otro lado.
First stretch I hold.
Primero sostengo.
Static first, dynamic second.
Primero, estático primero, dinámico corto el siguiente.
Middle.
Medio.
And I make sure that the stretch moved
Y
into
me
it.
aseguro de que haya habido estiramiento.
Now if you take your right hand,
Y ahora
grab
si
your knee,
tomas tu rodilla
and
con
bring it
la
across,
mano derecha.
and you feel a big
Yes,
stretch in
yes.
the
Yes.
hamstrings. Each stretch, 10 to 15 seconds, no more,
Cada estiramiento 10 a 15 segundos.
and relax.
No más. Y
Now,
relaja.
you should remind people they have to drink water because
La gente debe tomar
he's
agua.
really working hard. Even though
Porque
he's lying
está
down,
él ahorita
he's going to be
está
tired in a
estresando.
couple hours. Water is necessary.
El
Don't
agua
you
es
see
muy
the position?
necesaria.
Okay, good. So let me just make sure that your back is straight.
Ahora déjame ver que tu espalda
Please
está
take your
derecha.
hands and touch the ceiling.
Ahora sí, las manos hacia el techo.
Another inch. Go up higher. Higher. Now
Más
there's a
arriba.
board in your back. Don't bend. The
No
stretch
te-
is coming from here, the
no te
hips.
dobles.
I want you to reach
Porque
out and touch your
el
toes.
estiramiento viene de la cadera.
Ay, pastor!
No, pero los pies en flex.
So not quite at his toes, but he's certainly
Oh,
firm.
but I can feel
Pero
it. I
dice,
feel more,
sí se
more ease.
estiró. No exactamente a los dedos de los pies,
Thank you.
pero sí lo siento.
Ahí está.
Thank you.
¿Dónde voy a
Mire,
ver?
you
Llegué.
made an
Quiere
effort.
pasar con 10.
You made an effort. There you
¿Dónde
go.
ves?
Miren pies.
You won.
Pastor.
I win because you're successful.
Yo gano porque tú tienes
Eso.
éxito.
So